Hey everybody, Paul Vojchehoske. Welcome to Nebraska Landlord, where my mission is simple. In this video, that's to bring you up to date on what's going on down in the Nebraska legislature. It's 2026, it's January, and with that comes along all the new, the flurry of legislative bills that are being introduced into the Nebraska legislature system. And along with that always comes landlord-tenant bills, obviously. There are three in particular I want to talk about. The first one is LB 809. LB 809 was introduced by State Senator Rob Dover. Now, just for full disclosure, Senator Dover is a property manager, a realtor member. He represents the Norfolk area, and he's actually gotten some really good pro-tenant and pro-landlord legislation last year passed. And he's got another one that's very, very impactful. Now, last year he had a legislative bill that got passed into law that put a prohibition on local governments like Omaha and Lincoln implementing rent control measures. So in the state of Nebraska right now, no city or no county independently can have their own ordinance that implements rent control because of that bill that was passed and signed into law last year. Well, he's using the same structure legislative bill in 809, except it's basically focusing on source of income protections. So if you're not aware, source of income, a lot of jurisdictions pass a source of income as a protected class under their fair housing laws, whether it's at the state level or at the local city level. And here in Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, last year, 2025, did pass and implement a source of income protection in Lincoln. So if you're a manager or landlord in Lincoln, what that means is you can no longer say no to subsidized housing vouchers. So you have to accept Section 8 or Lancaster County type vouchers. You can't say no. The problem with source of income protections when you mandate it is you're taking a program that was specifically designed to be voluntary, and now you're mandating it. Voluntarily entering into contracts that are punitive in some respects for the housing manager, but they know that ahead of time. They analyze the risk benefit, and then they voluntarily sign into the program. What's happening in Lincoln is they're taking that same contract and they're forcing you to sign it. So anyways, nationwide, there's been a pushback on the forced acceptance of these type of things, and LB 809 does that. It would create a law that says cities and counties cannot mandate or implement these source of income protections insofar as requiring you to accept Section 8 vouchers, etc., or any kind of subsidized housing voucher. So that's something to look at. And the bill also reinforces and enhances the prohibition on implementing rent control. So this is a very important legislative bill that is before the legislature that impacts our industry. Highly encourage you to get online and find your state senator. I'll leave a link down below in the comment section so you can find your state senator and opine with them. Tell them you support 809. And certainly you can always go to the hearing. A hearing has not been scheduled yet for 809. I will keep you up to date when there is one scheduled through two ways, through our Facebook group. It's for Nebraska Landlords and Managers Facebook group. If you're not a member, join. Also, I do send out a weekly newsletter. It goes out on Tuesday. Go to nebraskalandlord.com, sign up. It's free, and I'll keep you up to date on what's going on with 809 and all the other legislative bills that we're going to talk about. So thanks, everybody.